Speaking of cold, let me turn off my AC. Fucking cold in
Oh,
here.
you could have just done
Cold in
that.
San Diego. Are you serious?
Cold in my AC apartment.
How do you guys feel about AC? Other countries don't have it.
Well, yeah,
I think it's great because I
think it's
like cold.
useful,
Yeah.
but predatory.
What do you like by like?
Let's not get
The
into that.
energy-
Nobody
That's a
else.
whole.
Nobody else. Nobody else
'Cause-
touches it.
Well, we spend so much having to use our AC, and it doesn't ever seem like AC prices go down. Living in a world where the rich people who we pay for electricity and our AC are also
Nightmare,
don't give a shit about
nightmare.
that.
We're already.
See, I
going-
said you don't want to talk about it.
Just to like very subtly put it in there, solar power is an alternative, and it would be able to power AC
So
and stuff. And
expensive.
have a net? No, you would have a net. Like it would be expensive to initially install over a wide range of area, but you would then get a net, like a surplus of that energy.
I blame
That's why
Thomas
they
Edison.
don't want it. Huh?
I blame Thomas Edison.
Yeah, did you guys know they fucked with the light bulb to make it shittier so like we buy more light
Right.
bulbs?
They do that with everything
They-
now.
Yeah.
Nothing lasts. Like, look at cars.
said-
They start rusting after like 10 years compared to
Yeah.
my dad's got this car from the 70s and it still runs perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think one of our teachers back in the day, again, she, not going to name her, but she was saying, like, she has a fridge from, like, the 60s that still runs and operates perfectly. But the brand new fridge that she got, like, a few months, when she told the story, like, a few months ago, it, like, is already breaking down.
I've actually seen videos. I saw a video. I forgot who it was, what the premise was, but they were like, it was like an old refrigerator, and they were going over like some of the stuff it had. Some old refrigerators had some really cool shit that we don't have in fridges now,
Yeah.
like pulling out like some trays and a bunch of other stuff inside that make it like convenient to
Yeah.
be looking in your fridge.
Old school barber chairs have ashtrays. Bring that back, you know?
Oh, hey, I need that. That'd be dope.
Smoking
You guys
section.
smoke
Bring
in-
that back.
Wait, what? Bring what back?
Smoking section. Bring that back.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started on that.
I miss
Do
it.
not get me started.
I miss walking into a Frisch's and it smells like a Marlboro Red, man.
I just hate not being able to smoke.
You
Anywhere.
guys are psychopaths. You guys are fucking, that was like the worst thing. I'm so glad they got rid of that.
I remember being like 4, and then we'd sit right on the edge of the non-smoking section, and I could just, ooh, this smells like future addiction right here.
No, I think
me
what
that.
like really stirred me away from smoking when I was older. I mean, I picked it up like in high school, but easily was able to quit it. But I think the thing that just like drove me away from like it being an addiction was, I remember this very vividly. When I was like 10 years old, we had a basement in our house, and the power went out in our house, and my parents were both like chain smokers. They would smoke, a pack a day. And we went down to the basement and just pitch black darkness. And I sat in between them, like on this couch we had in the basement, and they were just ripping cigs like back to back. And I was just sitting there, and I was just like, I hate this. This is like the most, love you, mom and dad, but I think that like definitely was a little bit of a childhood trauma moment.
No, it builds character, Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, sure. I mean, I look the way I look, and
It's just your character development arc. For
I
your
just,
teenage arc.
yeah, it was a canon event, right?
It was your canon event.
It was a canon event. I can't interfere, man. It's definitely shaped the way I am, and now I have asthma, so.
Me too. That's genetic, but
Yeah.
Soft.
You got soft hands, brother. You got soft lungs.
You got soft hands and weak lungs, brother.
Yeah. Your lungs are pink inside, aren't they? Mine are obsidian.
You You ever seen the darkest paint in the world? That's what my lungs look like.
You ever see a trash compactor? You ever looked inside a trash compactor? That's what my lungs look like.
I got 2 steel ones.
Do people still go into iron lungs?
I don't think.
Are they still a thing?
Sounds like somebody should look that up.
Riley, pull this up. Show me a lesbian in an iron lung.
Huh.
Because I know
There
people
are
are
still 3 people in the world who use an iron lung.
Yeah, because once you go in there, you can't
Yeah.
come out. Yeah. What a miserable life, right?
Well, actually,
That's
no.
like,
As of 2022, 2 people remain. But I'm not seeing
Shit.
anything recently.
it's getting down to the wire now, dude. Hold on. There's not gonna be enough. That's gonna be like, they're gonna learn about that in school one day, and they're just gonna be like, wow, like that. And we're gonna think about it too, because there's still people in iron lungs, and we're just not gonna think about it. Like it's just gonna be like, wow, people used to be in iron lungs. That's like actually insane.
But yeah. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Something Original podcast. Episode 99. 1 week away from 100. As always, I'm the man that makes all of the things happen on this podcast. And in our virtual studio, we're joined by our 2 hosts.
Chase.
And I'm Gannon.
I was gonna compliment Adrian because he did get the cue pretty on the spot right there.
Yeah.
And he said before the podcast he is sober as a gopher.
Well, I'm not sober as a gopher. It's just my cart's low. I don't have any like flour.
He's
smoke
running
right
on
now.
fumes at this point.
I gotta make a dispo trip in a few. So
The disposition
but-
trip? That sounds
Yeah, what?
not very convenient.
Disillusion?
how
Dissociation?
about you
Disassociation?
both disconnect from this podcast right now?
All right, see ya. He was like, I make everything happen. I don't know about that. We were definitely like 70 plus before you came on, but
I was there in spirit the whole time.
yeah, honestly,
I was in the back of your guys' minds. You guys were thinking about me.
we were only being pulled along through Adrian vibes and Adrian vibes alone.
Yeah.
Caught a vibe.
A lot of random homosexual comments just popping in my brain.
Pop something else in there.
Yeah. Well, anyways, guys, how you guys been? I mean, we're 1 away from the big 100. I'm excited. Thoughts,
Yes, sir.
I got a chub just thinking about it.
dude? Yeah, I'm. Some would say I'm bricked up.
Fully torqued.
Others would say
Fully torqued.
fully torqued, full
Fully
send.
torqued on the pod.
Well, maybe not fully torqued.
My
I would
lizard's
say
sleeping.
like. My lizard's sleep. The beacon is not lit.
My
Tell you
frogs
what.
a hopping.
My
Kangaroos a pouncing.
My tire iron's turning.
You guys are good at this. I can't. I can't think of anything right now. But what have you guys been up to? You know, just haven't. I was saying it before. I haven't like talked to Gannon in like a week, 2 weeks. Adrian, I like we're barely on the games anymore. Like what's, has
we-
Gannon been on in a sec?
He was on like a day ago. Or
Okay.
2 days ago, something like that. Was it yesterday? It was the day you went to the wedding.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Friday. Friday? Or yesterday?
No, it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah,
Yesterday. Yeah. It was just yesterday.
The red wedding.
Red wedding? What does that sound?
Who's running around barefoot in your
It's Shiloh. She's in the background like beating stuff.
She's
She's
running in circles.
She's tenderizing chicken. I can just mute my section of audio Sorry, guys, if it's distracting.
No, it's just funny.
Did she have a lot of pent-up anger? Good God.
You've been pissing her off,
It's
bro.
just, we just got thin walls, guys. We just have thin walls. It's not like she.
I wanted your honest opinion on how I looked in that dress.
I thought somebody was just running around your apartment's hallways barefoot, just.
We also have pretty thin ceilings too. We have upstairs neighbors, man. It is a pain.
It is a pain.
Is it?
It's a pain.
Where at?
Where's this pain? Where did this pain touch you? Show me on me where it touched you.
I'm gonna pass. Gonna pass. But speaking of, don't know where I was gonna go with it, but I went to Denver Pride Fest yesterday. That was fun.
Ooh.
Definitely super duper. There's something about like going out when you're like 25 and not really drinking at all, and you come back or you wake up the next day and you just feel hungover and shitty and want to die.
Did you
What
drink
is that?
water?
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you drink water in between drinks?
No, but I usually don't.
Because, all right,
That, yes.
let me give a little tip for you and the people.
Yes.
All right,
Dude.
did a lot of drinking in my time.
Yeah.
And I learned because I used to get terrible hangovers. I remember one of my worst hangovers. You were actually there for the night I got shit faced. Is when I was on the curb in front of our barracks, crying, shit faced, hammered, absolutely fucking hammered. Worst
Shit
headache
in
ever.
your pants. Yeah.
Just shit all over my pants. Just drink a glass of water, just like a cup of water, in between drinks. Like before you have your next drink, finish a cup of water,
That's a subtle way
an
of doing
entire
it.
cup of water.
I think you misheard though. I wasn't drinking though.
Oh, you weren't
Last
drinking?
night.
Oh, I thought
I
you said-
had like 2 seltzers before we even left, and then I didn't have it.
You got drunk
I had
off 2 seltzers? Wow.
no. You're misrepresenting what I'm saying. I'm saying
Gaslight.
Yeah, exactly. I had 2 seltzers before I left, and then I had one at the club. But I also took an edible, so maybe that was what it was. But
How many MIGs?
It wasn't that. It was the alcohol.
How many MIGs was in that edible?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
How do you not know? Did you just get it from someone, or did you get it from a dispo?
No, it was one of our friends gave it, but I,
Oh, okay.
you know, I'm not asking like, yo, what strand of THC did this rain from?
No, you just ask like, hey, how many MIGs do you think this is?
That's actually kind of a fair
Ballpark it.
question.
Yeah.
Well,
you
I'm
wanna
not.
give
I'm
somebody
not. I'm.
a piece of,
you know,
like,
we're
1,000
going out
milligram
partying.
brownie.
I'm just trying to be like, hey, you know, like, is that? I'm going off of like how vibe to fucked am I gonna be? You know.
That's a good ratio. That's a good scale.
Yeah.
That's a good scale.
It's like, oh, you're gonna be fucking shitting out your mouth.
You know what I think you should dabble in? That I've been dabbling in a little bit?
Methamphetamines.
THC syrup. Methamphetamines. Been there, done that.
We've all gone down the road that it's
We've all
better
chased
left
the-
traveled, less
Chase the
traveled.
dragon once or twice, you know what I mean?
Dragon.
Yeah, chasing the dragon.
Double
When you do
dragon?
heroin.
Oh.
Celestial.
I thought that's when you go see a man about a horse.
What?
That's usually like the phrase. You gotta go see a man about a horse. It's usually heroin.
It's usually heroin.
Let me look this up. Let me look up different terms for doing
No,
heroin.
No, just say just look up what does I gotta go see a man about a horse mean? Trust me, my friend, I was in North Dayton for a little while. Heard it a couple times. There's no horses down in North Dayton.
Well, Wikipedia says, let's see a man about a horse, third person, blah, 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 blah. Used in place of a real explanation when excusing oneself for a short period of time, particularly to use a toilet.
What? Look up, Riley. Look up what. You're going to the wrong place. You're going to Wikipedia.
You go to Urban Dictionary.
There you go.
Okay, Urban Dictionary is literally the next thing. See a man about a horse. Means to politely excuse yourself from a situation to go to the restroom or buy a drink. Originated from men disappearing to go bet on horse or dog races. See a man about a dog means the same thing.
Look
That's one
up,
of them.
Riley. Look up horse.
Just
What's
show
the
me
word?
pictures of horses. Let me just
Horse.
see a horse.
Hold on, I'm just trying to find that definition.
I feel like Gannon's just like getting the Midwestern slang mixed up.
Here's a weird one. Going on a sexual escapade with a man hung like a horse.
Oh shit, that was made for me, right?
I hope that wasn't what they were talking. Well, I mean, like, it's if you're gonna do, yeah, never mind. Never would have saw
No,
it
Chase.
coming.
No chase. You are hung like a baby.
How would you know?
I put cameras in your apartment.
How would you know what a baby's?
I was a baby once. I had a dick.
Do you remember? Do you have self-conscious at that moment?
Listen, I wasn't born. I crawled out of the womb. I was born with self-conscious.
I like had a realization that we're one of the only species that has like consciousness, you know? And I was just thinking, because you always see those videos of like I gain, you know, like POV me gaining consciousness
those.
at like the family barbecue, you know?
Those are fucking
And it's
hilarious.
just like he's just looking around at his hands like what the hell? And then I'm just thinking like cats don't have that. Cats are literally just going off of instinct, and that's
Well,
how we were too. We were
don't-
also just
Don't quote me on this. I heard this before. I don't know how true it is. Because one of the defining ways to measure that you like have a consciousness is being able to recognize yourself in a mirror, like putting like a dot on your forehead and having you look in a mirror, and like they do it with like babies and like other animals. Usually they'll sniff at the dot on the mirror, but like monkeys will actually like touch at their head. They have like an awareness, like humans kind of.
Riley, look up what other species have consciousness similar to humans.
Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Yeah. Well, it's like, do they have the same level of consciousness? Like, are they thinking like,
Well,
do they
no.
have like philosophical like thoughts? You know. Riley,
Okay.
pull up a picture of a dolphin doing DMT.
So I'm seeing something about animal consciousness, which I guess is what they describe for an animal having consciousness, which which Wikipedia defines as sentience, awareness, subjectivity, qualia, the ability to experience or to feel, wakefulness, having a sense of selfhood, and the executive control system of the mind. I'm not going to break down what all of that means, but
Look up the difference between human conscience and animal consciousness.
what was that?
I feel like it's
See
not.
that?
I feel like you can't really measure that though. I feel like that's something you can't measure.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot harder. 'Cause
Well, I'm sure they could probably read the brain scans, right? Like our like brain works in a different way when we're like interacting with certain things. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like consciousness is
Yeah.
very vast.
Okay, so what I was saying, animal consciousness is just the specific term they give for animals having consciousness, but it's the same thing as human
Human
consciousness.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just saying it's just a kind of like a misnomer, I guess. But land mammals, apes, chimpanzees, bonobos, orangutans, gorillas, and elephants, and then other sea-based mammals like bottlenose dolphins, killer whales, and possibly false killer whales all have consciousness.
Yeah, I actually saw a video about a killer whale. Its mother was trapped, and the killer whale came out to these people on a boat, and they were like rescuers. The killer whale then, baby killer whale, mind you, then led it back to where the mother was trapped, and then freed the mother. And then
I think
they,
I saw this. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's interesting.
I also heard about a killer whale that like is taking revenge on like boats and stuff, like yachts, because it got like hit or something by a boat, and so it's teaching all of its
I heard about
friends
that.
about like how to sink boats and shit, and how to flip them over and fuck with the boats, and it's like becoming an issue.
It reminds me of the elephant lady. You guys heard about that, right? It was kind of a big story. It was recent too. The lady who got killed by an elephant, and then the elephant showed up at the funeral and trampled her body in the. It's kind of like
That's just petty, but good on the elephant though. Like, I mean, you know, get the
The
doves
thing is,
when you can.
elephants are gentle creatures, so whatever the lady did to the elephant
had to
like,
piss it
had-
off.
had to been bad.
Yeah.
And elephants don't forget. An elephant never forgets. So
They actually aligned.
Adrian would know.
They aligned in
Yeah.
certain parts and areas during certain moon cycles. Actually, you can look this up. It's a certain phenomenon where they'll like all gather in certain areas during moon cycles.
elephants. I mean, elephants are one of the species that have consciousness. They're very intelligent animals, like just like horses and stuff.
I love horses.
I don't know if horses might not have consciousness though, but horses are super intelligent. So I would assume maybe they do.
Going back to the killer whale thing, how they're like teaching other killer whales to flip boats. There was also a thing where they were talking about this, and at the same time they were also like, so we think this is just a phase because we saw this like a few years ago where killer whales were wearing salmon as hats.
Okay, yeah, I told the same thing to Sarah when I saw it. I think you sent it to me.
I might have, yeah.
You might
And
have
it was
said
and they said it was just like they did
A
it for
trend.
like a season. Yeah, it was like a trend for like them to just be wearing salmon for
And it was
hats.
never recorded again ever.
And it was just like they were just feeling silly goofy.
What do you
Silly
think the
goose.
first dolphin was thinking when he put that salmon on his head?
Well, it was a killer whale. I
or
thought,
killer
right?
whale? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
He probably went up to one of the homies and was just like, "Yo, like, hey, check this out," and everybody was like, "Yo, like,
That's kind
we
of
gotta
fly.
do that." That's
You
kind of
just, like,
fly. Hold on.
Swam up and they're just like, yo.
Dude, is that wild Alaskan? Hold on, bro. Like, I'm
That
over
shit
here
is
with my
fire.
Louis
How many shells that
Vuitton.
cost you?
How many shells that cost you?
It cost a whole pearl.
Yeah, you guys aren't up like that. Yeah, and
You're
also,
broke. I'm up.
there was also this thing with monkeys on two different islands, actually, which was weird, where somebody taught this group of monkeys to clean off their fruit down by the water, rinse off the fruit. And I think it showed one, and then that one went back and started showing them. But then they had another group of monkeys on another island, didn't even talk to these ones, that somehow knew to then go down and wash them. Collective, perhaps?
Word spreads.
Or do you think maybe it's just the same event happened maybe simultaneously or around the same time, and just these two groups of people who taught the monkeys that didn't know they were both what it would lead to? I guess, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because one thing about humans, we're dumb and curious. We'll go fuck around with animals for the fun of it.
I love that. Speaking of
think-
food. Oh, never mind. I was going to just do a segue.
Segue into it.
Yeah, segue.
Because the USDA
Segue.
approved for lab created meat.
Mm.
I feel like they're saying it's cloned chicken, but I don't think that's the case. Because it causes
sure it's-
turbo cancer. If it's cloned, it would be an exact, correct? What is creating the turbo cancer within
What
it?
is turbo cancer?
That's just what they had on the headline. I didn't do enough research, but that's all in itself is alarming. Bill Gates
This
funded
is
it too,
cancer.
who
It's
is also the
turbo
same guy
cancer.
that supports depopulation of humans. So do with that what you will.
I mean, Dwight Schrute said it.
We need a new
Too many
plague.
people. We need a new plague.
We need a new plague. Well, I mean, we should probably stick on the topic for a sec, but I want to come back to that question. I want to ask you guys. But are they like exact same chickens or whatever? I think they said like it was like mainly chicken because we love our chicken. But is it like the exact same? Or I mean, they have to.
If you saw
follow
pictures
it
of
a
it,
little bit.
if you saw pictures of it,
Oh, I did look at pictures of it, and it kind of just looks like a blob, right?
Yeah,
it's like
it's like
kind of just like
mush.
a round
Pink
oval
mush.
thing or something. Yeah, so maybe it is just like
I'm
the
telling
pink
you,
sludge from
gotta get off
McDonald's,
the grid
you know?
now.
Here's
Get
my
out of-
question.
Get off the grid now. Get off.
Here's my question though: is this something that's actually going to be like causing a fucking speed racer turbo cancer, or is this another type of thing where, like, at least I've been seeing it on TikTok a lot, people like in the thinking they're geniuses in the food industry. I'm like, this food has this and it's terrible, how dare they do this, blah blah blah. And like, there's a guy I follow on TikTok, Rob Lapham, and he's always debunking these things because people
Is he the
literally
guy
go on
with
the
like
internet.
the Viking beard? Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking
I
Viking
fucking
beard
love
is sick.
that guy.
But like people like it will come out and be like, oh, they're gluing meat together, how dare they? And it's like they're using an enzyme that you find in your body and in like anybody with muscles, because it's like what they're using to glue meat together is a fiber that the body uses to repair muscles and stuff and whatnot.
Adrian, they're just trying to glue our DNA together so we can multiply, and we. I don't know.
And like, I saw another thing where he debunked somebody who creepily went up to some like 8-year-old girl at a farmer's market and was like, I see you have an insulin thing, blah blah blah. I can help you cure your insulin. And started showing her his Instagram and all the people his help, and the girl's like, oh, no thank you. And he goes on in this video explaining the story, and he's like, oh, I can't believe she's just brainwashed. Like, first off, creepy. Second off, he was saying things like, oh, insulin's not natural for your body and it's toxic for your body. Our body makes insulin. Like, type 1 diabetes is because your body doesn't make enough.
Yeah.
So like, is this...
Have you seen it make insulin?
I watch it every day. I stare at it.
I see the insulin coursing through.
Back to my question though, is this something that is actually like probably going to be not good, or is this something that people are reading about it and then they're misrepresenting and misunderstanding things and then pushing forward? Hey, this goop is going to give you fucking turbo cancer.
Well, as much as I don't trust the
USDA
Ethics.
in this case.
Yeah, but it's like
USADA.
FCC too, right? Or FDA also? Like they
FDA
also
and I think
FDA.
USADA.
Food and Drug Association or whatever.
I mean, ethically, they're not the best.
They're not great.
But
I just feel like they're approving shit. We have such loose standards with like approving stuff and like just getting it through compared to other countries. Like even like the UK has like better health and food safety standards. Like
It's the
half
big
the
C
shit.
word.
Corruption.
that's one. I guess that's okay, 2 big C words.
Chlamydia.
Yeah.
Cuck.
Cuck.
3. Shit.
Cornelius.
There's another one the Australians use. I don't know what it was.
Crikey.
Cunt. Crikey. Wait, which one? He pointed, but he was like, which one
Both.
is it? Both.
Wait, crikey, you cunt.
But yeah, I just think the USDA and FDA they approve shit that just shouldn't be approved, and it's just not standard in other countries. Like other countries have the same products as us, but they use much different ingredients because they see that the ingredients used in our country lead to cancer and lead to all these different health issues. But in other countries, they are obviously aware of this. We're aware of it too, but we just don't give a shit.
Because they make more money off of us if we're sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
it's
big
just
C.
like, and they're also like, nightmare. Well, you know, we're already kind of into it, but it's just like a way for it to also feed into the healthcare system as well, and like have, you know, big pharma get in the way of that as well, and profit off of our illnesses that the food industry is creating, and it's just one big mess.
Are you guys gonna try the chicken goop? I think I might give the cloned.
I might give it a whirl,
give
but
it a whirl. Give the old college try.
I mean,
See, I'm on the other side of things where I need to find a butcher. Be cool with a butcher. Give haircuts for, you know, getting the job.
I will
done.
tell you this. It's gonna be weird bringing it up, but Brock Lesnar, as a person, big star in UFC and WWE, but as a person, hates the spotlight and, you know, generally keeps to himself. But like recently, like he's been more out there in WWE. But like I saw a video of him because he does his own butchering and he has his own seasoning, and I have never seen a man that happy to smoke like tomahawks than that man, slapping him down.
Sign me up.
I feel like we should give butchering a try. Honestly,
Sign me up.
butchering, we should give it a try. Honestly,
No, I can't. See, that's where I can't. I can't do it. I remember growing up, they would try to get me to kill even like possums and raccoons and stuff that can like affect our. And I just can't. I can't bring myself. To
no,
do
you
it.
don't be the one that kills it. Just be the one that receives the big slap of meat and just starts
See,
cutting into.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm into. I'm into that. But
I was gonna say maybe we go to a butcher shop, like we film it and just we're in a butcher shop. But
I went to one.
I feel like we
once
would.
as a kid, and it scarred me.
We used to hunt deer. It was like a big thing in our family, and in Ohio in general, it's like white-tailed deer. You know, is like the main hunting game
So
or whatever.
good.
It is so good, but obviously my dad and I would hunt, and he would get a few every now and then. And the most brutal thing you do with the deer is you fucking like
hang it
cut
upside down.
it open, obviously, and you hang it upside down, and just
Yeah.
let all the blood drip out, and it's just like, and seeing this as like a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old, that scars you. It's just like, holy shit, like.
Wait, that happens with all game too, not just deer. I mean,
Well, yeah,
the
but it's
gator,
just
too.
I just have a vivid memory of that, and I'm just like, ooh, that is not fun.
What other type of game meat have you guys ever had?
I've had elk, I think.
Is it good?
It's good.
Always wanted
yeah.
to. I've had gator. Gator.
Gator's good, dude.
Gator's delicious.
I like that.
Good old Florida gator.
Does lobster count as game?
So, do you get like small traces of meth
I don't know.
when you eat gator from Florida?
It's the fentanyl
So,
laced in the
Naturally,
gator meat.
Floridians have the ability to counteract any meth in the gator system because we ourselves are born with meth inside of us. Now, see me, I
Like
got a little
insulin.
high because I wasn't born in Florida, like insulin. So I couldn't naturally make meth like the Floridians could.
Do Floridians just like produce meth inside them like insulin?
I
at
heard
this
it's like a
point?
defense
Oh, yeah.
mechanism. When they get nervous, they just spray it like Bellsprout from
Yeah,
Pokemon.
you spit it out. Just
No, you like it just emits from your pores like a smog. You know, it's like you guys are.
well, no. Some people have it. Some
Meth.
people have it like that clown's flower. Like it just comes out of their chest like a little hole. It's just like a power geyser. Just straight meth water.
Get away from me!
Where does the bath salts come into play?
When they take baths.
Oh, you get those on your 9th birthday in Florida. As soon as you turn 9 years old, they're like, here, bath salts.
This is gonna be your new thing.
Better get addicted now.
I want to go to drama class, Dad. No, meth or bath salts.
Bath salts.
Dad, I want to play baseball. Shut up and smoke your meth.
Well, honestly, dude, if they're just
You're not
hopped
gonna-
up on bath salts, they're fucking hitting dingers left and right. You know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna leave this table until you finish your bath salts.
That's why Florida's known for sports, because we naturally create the meth we needed to get that edge. That
Just a little perk, you know? Yeah,
just a little.
A little perky.
love it.
Yeah, I think we should talk
News
about
or-
we should talk about the big elephant in the world that everyone's talking about.
You mean the migrant boat that sunk in the Mediterranean Sea?
Oh, no.
Tragic. But I
What?
actually want to talk about the reason why that didn't get coverage. Because billionaires are stupid.
Yeah, okay, so first of all, and we're gonna beat this horse to death. It is until it just stops being relevant, we're gonna keep talking about it, unfortunately. But who the fuck is paying $250,000 to go into a aluminum tube, carbon fiber, technically? Well beyond the means of it being able to go down to see a ship that has no relevancy anymore, honestly. Why? And it's just like, you pay money for that. That's a lot of money. That's life-changing money. And they're just fucking they're like, yeah, let's go see a Titanic. And the irony in it is, like, most people that died on the Titanic was, like, exploited workers.
And did they name it the
it's like-
Titan too?
Yeah, it's the Titan submersible.
Mhm. But
The list of things that were wrong with it from the get-go, like before you even look at it, the waiver. I don't know if this is true because a lot of people are saying this,
Too bad they
but
didn't have the
apparently
death
the
basis.
waiver had the word
It
death
could've.
and talked about the possibility of death like 3 or
When he
4
went in
times on the
space.
first page of the waiver. That already is the first wrong thing. You have to. I think you have to sign that waiver before you pay. So you sign that waiver saying you're most likely going to die, and then you paid to die. Getting to look at the submersible, carbon fiber, controlled by a $30 Logitech controller, navigated by SMS text messaging, one window that's not meant for viewing, a screen bolted into the walls of the carbon fiber outside that is used for viewing the Titanic. What else was wrong in that? All the safety measures obviously ignored. And then the bravado of somebody who ignores these things and to be like, oh, industry experts just don't want us to explore.
yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you, like, the free market is just that's where the free market will definitely oopsies.
Money does not equal intelligence.
I mean, yeah, and that's what we see. We just see, like, people just trying to cut costs and make as much money as possible, but then they, skip over these very important safety measures. Like, I think a sub that can actually do this, like, go to the depths that the Titanic's at, that costs like $10 million to produce, like, just one. And they only spent, I don't know how much they spent, but it was well under $10 million.
I think it was only like a couple million.
Yeah. And that's insane. And they got away with it for a
Want to know
while.
something crazier? Again, I don't know if this is true. This is just something I keep seeing. But apparently, the wife of Stockton Rush, the CEO of Ocean Gate, the guy who went down there and passed away, apparently his wife is a descendant of somebody who died on the Titanic.
History repeats itself.
I mean,
The Titanic came back for another one.
I mean,
Still getting kills 100 years later.
Oh, yeah, dude, racking up, dude, their KD's getting crazy. But taking out
Undefeated.
billionaires left and right. They took out billionaires 112 years ago, and now they're taking out more.
Eat the rich.
But, sink the rich.
So, did you guys hear about any of the science behind, or the theoretical science of what people are thinking happened to it? I think Hank Green gave the best explanation. Of,
I heard it just popped.
Well, it imploded,
Yeah.
and the way Hank Green explained it was he started off by going over how bombs are just changes in pressure, and that essentially what happened to the submersible is that the equivalent of a bunch of bombs being detonated around the submersible happened all at once, and in milliseconds crushed the sub, sent shrapnel in, and also allowed water to rush in, all in milliseconds, and it basically just shoot. And that he said this, and I thought it was. I mean, it's a hard line, even though it's talking about human lives, even though it's the rich. Fuck them.
Except for that stepson,
Yeah.
who was like, he didn't want to go on it, but he literally, like, his dad like forced him kind of because it was Father's Day. It was for Father's Day.
At the end of the day, you got free will. You're 19. All your childhood, you benefited off of the privilege of your dad being a billionaire.
Yeah, I guess, but
Suck my dick. But anyways, basically what Hank Green said is that at that point when it happened, they stopped being biology and they became physics, because like most likely, like barely even a cell can last or can survive the type of implosion that happened inside of it, the vessel.
I saw a video of what happens to like human organs and stuff at those pressures. Like Mythbusters tested it, where they used like a pig carcass, which is like the closest thing to a human.
Mythbusters was so hard. They used to
Yeah.
be so cool. They used to be so cool.
But they only went down to like a half the distance to the Titanic to test this. So, and the way it looked, it literally, like, the second they released it, everything became liquefied. Like, it just like immediately crushed in, and like you could just see like everything was pulling up and like just liquid mesh, and it was just like, oof.
Yeah.
Why do people want to go down there in the first place? Like, I don't even get
Exactly, like,
See, but that's the thing.
Some of
I
the
saw
most
somebody say this.
terrifying creatures on the planet are that far down.
oh
Think
yeah,
about
I
think
saw
about creatures that can live that.
that not to be trifled with for sure. Like,
Oh, yeah.
stay out of the way, you know. Like,
Not to be
it's
fucked with.
not to be fucked with, honestly. Like, I'm more comfortable going out into space than going a little bit
yeah.
underwater.
Yeah. No.
Ugh.
I saw somebody talk about this. They're like, I don't know why the submersible didn't go down like 100 feet, shake a little bit, pull up a video on the monitor, and be like, look, we just spent an hour and a half going down the Titanic. Look, we're right outside of it. And then just, fake going up for another hour and a half. I don't know why you couldn't just at least grift and not be stupid.
Don't give anybody any ideas, Adrian. God. We don't
do
want
you think
any
anybody's
more-
going to make a submersible now to go down to the Titanic commercially?
I think, honestly, yeah, I think this is gonna like ignite some like very impressionable people and be like, oh, they failed at this. This is where they went wrong. Let me try and recreate what they had. Just do it a little better. And
I think-
they're gonna
Like Jeff
take your
Bezos going
idea.
to space.
Fuck
that was
that guy.
Yeah.
Bald-headed fuck. Skinny Dr. Eggman.
It's
Yeah,
funny
Bob-
how they just haven't gone back to space either, too. They all
Because
did
they're
it
rich
at
people.
once.
They're like, we did it. We
Interesting.
cured our boredom for a day. Let's go exploit our workers again.
Yeah.
What do a bunch of billionaires like? I feel like they just were doing weird billionaire shit. I feel like they were just fucking.
They
You
were
think
just,
fucking
I
in
think
space?
I think realistically they were just flexing their money, and they
Fucking in
just
space.
wanted, because every single one of those billionaires were like wanting
was
to
there
go
any
at the same
videos
time.
of them going up there? Like
They saw the ship go up, but I don't think we ever saw them in the
Interesting.
They
capsule.
probably didn't. They probably just wanted to fucking
Interesting.
Yeah.
to put a notch under their billionaire belt and say,
Because what's the excuse if it like blows up? You know, what if one of these rockets that go up into space, it blows up, Challenger-esque, you know, and they claim that they are on board, you know? Do they just have to fake their death?
I mean, the logical thing to save face would be to just come out and be like, yeah, we try to trick you, we're alive. But knowing billionaires, they would do something super stupid, super expensive. For some reason, it would cost us our taxpayer dollars that we pay.
Oh, yeah. We subsidize a lot of these space endeavors for them also, by the way.
Mhm.
While millions
That's
are
interesting.
going hungry.
Interesting.
But hey, at least we got Starbucks.
At least we got 5 dead billionaires and millionaires.
Titanic smoking on that billionaire pack.
honestly. And don't come at me. Don't come at us for being like, oh, you guys have no compassion for the billionaires that
Eat the rich. We've said it before.
I mean, yeah, like there is no. You are closer to the streets than you are to becoming a billionaire, and the billionaires would rather see you on the streets 100%. They will bet against you 100% of the time because they don't care about you. They've created this country that is so unsustainable, so unappreciative, and just so fucked up. And it's all for their own benefit. They will trample over you time and time again, and then they look to you and be like, hey, people are being mean to me on the internet, please defend me.
I think we should let billionaires go off and think, like you were saying, hey, they fucked up. We could do this better. Let's just keep sending them down there. Let's just keep sending some billionaires down there.
I saw a video of that. It was like, hey guys, like these handful of people messed up. I mean, if you were a real strong man and you were smart and intelligent, you would be able to figure this out and keep going down there and trial and error. Maybe you'll succeed.
Just
but most
get on-
likely they'll just implode.
Get on Twitter, make like 40 Twitter accounts, and just keep tweeting at Elon Musk. Hey, pussy, I bet you couldn't get out into the fucking Titanic.
I mean, at this point, though, I feel like they're probably a little bit more self-aware. We should have been doing that. We should have had some foresight and started egging them on before the whole pop. But, you know,
Do
now they're going to
billionaires
steer.
have foresight?
Um,
Because they
no,
read death.
yes and no.
A couple billionaires read death on a waiver 4 times, and we're just like, hey, I want to do this still. So, do they have
Yeah.
foresight? Do they?
I mean, guess not. I mean, yeah, and they're just throwing away, you know, $250,000 to just go see a submarine, or not a submarine, a broken boat at the bottom of the ocean. What is there even to see? It's just like gross, corroded.
We
like,
have pictures
gunk.
and videos of it down there already.
Yeah.
There's nothing else you can see.
I
And
think
it's not
that
like
they-
they were going to see it in person. They were going to look at it through a fucking screen. Oh my god. It's just, it
Yeah,
irks me
but-
how stupid the whole event is. It just, ugh.
I think stuff like that's cursed, anyways.
Like Titanic.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of people down there who,
died
you know,
on that ship.
Oh,
God.
you think maybe it's the spirits of the exploited workers on the
Davy Jones.
Titanic that are.
they said, hey, you're billionaires. Crush.
They just they have like a sense. It's like, oh, despite my billionaire sense is tingling, let me clap.
Rich people incoming.
Rich people incoming. Because I saw like some YouTubers do it. There was like a video that came out, like this YouTuber who has like 14 million subs. He went on the same exact thing and obviously lived because, you know, this is the first time that this has happened. But yeah, maybe they just didn't crush it then because he wasn't a billionaire.
You only make dumb videos on the internet. You live.
Maybe we should do it. How much would I have to pay you, Gannon?
I'm not going down there. You can't pay me.
Not for any money in the world.
No,
How many pee-pee touches would I have to give you?
I can't be bought like that. First off, no.
Not even with pee-pee touches?
It's piquing my interest now.
It piques my interest.
Nobody
I might
denies
have
the
to
pee-pee touch.
consider this. Will we have to maybe consider this?
This sounds like a freaking reasonable
Yeah, but I never would.
transaction.
Not for $1 trillion.
No.
Nah, I'm with him.
There's a
Yeah, I
reason-
probably wouldn't
there's
either. I just
such
wanna
a
see-
reason why like stuff like that should not be tampered with.
Like, even if this didn't happen, if you came up to me and said, hey, you want to go down on a submersible to see the Titanic? I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
I barely watched the movie. Why do I
I
care to go?
I've
I've
never
see it?
seen the movie.
I have an
Like,
unrealistic
it's tragic
fear-
what happened to them, but, like, That was 100 years ago. At this point, like it has no effect on society other than a really good movie. Apparently, well, it was honestly pretty good. The parts I've seen.
I have an unrealistic fear
Mid.
of sharks. So anything else even beyond that? Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I hate when people try to say like, oh, there's a lot of sharks. You know, they don't immediately attack people. I don't care.
That is a space, or not a space. That is a sea tiger that will rip me apart. I'm good.
That's honestly a great a great comparison. It's
Yeah.
just a sea tiger. I wouldn't fuck around with a tiger in the wild. Why
Yeah,
would
no.
I? Like, no.
People that go on those safaris that have like uncovered like jeeps also, and you see the fucking like cheetah come up to them onto the thing, and it can come inside. No, what are you doing? Why? Oh, Adrian has dropped off.
He's back.
The frogs are making
No,
you gay.
I can't do it. Where did that even come from? I know it came from Alex Jones, but like, what was he even talking
Wait, that's
about?
a real thing that was said.
He was- yeah, he said it. What do you mean? It's like the meme. That's what he's like known for.
Nope, we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna look this up.
The frogs are making you gay.
I thought he says they're making the frogs gay.
It could be one of them. But what was making the frogs gay? Hold up.
They're turning the frogs gay.
Yeah, they're turning the frogs gay.
Oh my god, people are selling shirts? That's the first thing. It says they're making the frogs gay.
They're making the frogs gay. I thought it was like if you lick a frog, it turns you
I thought
gay.
if you lick a frog, you get like high. You trip. Or is that like a certain specific toad or whatever?
Well, welcome to Factor Cap, where we licking frogs today. Toads.
Do you guys think that cat piss thing from South Park was real?
I don't know.
You don't
what you're
remember
talking
that?
about.
Episode?
I don't watch South Park.
Oh, wow. Gan, you watch South Park, right? Oh, okay.
No.
Well, for context, it was a thing in South Park where, like, the new drug that the parents were doing is that they were getting stray cats and they were putting them on this weird contraption and they would stand in front of, like, the back end of it and it would, like, spray piss at them and they would, like, trip balls.
Where do they come up
Yeah.
with this shit? Where
I
do
think it's
they?
legit.
I mean, it sounds.
Do you think that's...
It sounds legit, honestly. Like,
You know what, Chase? You have a cat, so what I need you to do is...
he's not spraying piss though. Like, I don't ever see him spraying piss. Is that just like if they're not spayed or neutered? You know, it's like they're. Because I know they spray that, but it's like
I don't know. I'm not a cat expert. I don't dabble in the cat piss world.
I hate to break it to this. I hate to break it to you, Adrian, but it's your job. I mean, I hate to say it, but
It's your job.
well, Gannon's over here like fucking. He's got Mission Impossible going on. He's getting commands from the big boss upstairs.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta shut you guys down. You guys are figuring out too much.
It's like this message will implode in 5 seconds.
He's actually sending an airstrike on your position right now, Chase, with his watch.
Wouldn't that be so nice?
And it'd be even
To
better
just
if I,
have an arm
I
strike,
actually-
to have an airstrike right on your arm.
It's like I don't want to have to go to. I don't have to go to the grocery store today. Let me just bomb this Trader Joe's real quick. This is jokes. Don't come at me, FBI, CIA. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's obviously jokes. Chase shops at Whole Foods, not Trader Joe's.
Obviously. What did you fucking say?
All right, let's talk about something that's not cat piss
You
related.
gonna be there tomorrow? Chase?
Be
At Trader Joe's or Whole Foods?
I'll be at Whole Foods tomorrow.
Just hit both.
That's a lie. Don't listen to him.
Just hit
He
both.
said it earlier. He already went shopping. He
You
was
don't know.
already
You
there.
don't know the time frame.
You missed the window.
No, I have to go get the special salad mix from Whole Foods. I have a taste.
Do you guys want to talk about some anime?
So I did have this thing. It was kind. I've seen it on other podcasts where they do the like draft. You draft a tier list of like objects or things or whatever. And I wanted
You want
to
to do it with anime characters?
I wanted to do it with just anime in general.
Well, why not characters?
We could do
Well-
characters, I guess. Yeah, but like
Because I feel like doing
some people
anime
do it with
stuff.
like niches, like hottest male anime characters, or like hottest male or female anime characters, or strongest, or your favorite, or whatever, or the best. But what do you guys want to do?
No matter.
We can do like strongest, I guess.
Just your favorite.
Easy.
like, yeah. Okay.
Or
All right.
yeah, favorites.
Who wants to go first? Who gets first pick?
Ladies first. Go ahead,
Me,
Chase.
Gojo.
He was
Go-
fast with it.
Gojo at
Gojo.
1. So I guess I'll go second. And then whoever goes last goes first the next round. We should do 3 rounds, and then it alternates. Okay. Ganon's going Gojo. I'm gonna go. We're going strongest. Strongest.
Well, it's hard to guess that with who Gan picks. That's Gan. Gojo's probably one of the strongest, and it's Gan's favorite.
Saitama then.
Good pick.
One Punch Man, baby.
Can he punch through infinity though?
Well, the whole thing about the show is that he can take anybody down with one punch. So I'm just gonna go off of the vibe.
Yeah.
Adrian,
I gotta think because I was thinking of favorite, but
no, strongest.
strongest.
Is he beating Goku though? Oh shit, no.
Damn, that's tough. Gojo, Saitama. I'm gonna just have to. I'm gonna throw a wild card out there, and I'm gonna say Ichigo.
Honestly, solid. Ichigo's
It
pretty
is
OP.
solid. So now you get the first pick of the second round, Adrian. Then it's gonna go me and then Ganon, and then Ganon's gonna get the first pick of the third round.
All right. So we're still doing strongest, right?
Yep, strongest.
No, we're switching the bracket.
Yeah, we're going weakest now. We're going weakest. Yeah.
Krillin.
Damn. Fuck. Making me think fucking twice in a row.
Don't shit on Krillin. Ganon,
First off,
you bitch.
Yamcha's a lot weaker than Krillin. Let's get that straight.
No, that's a
Krillin
running
is
joke
the
since,
strongest
like,
human.
That's a wrong. That's a running joke since forever.
Back in the day when we would play Xenoverse, I picked Krillin, and he was like, "Why are you
Oh,
picking
dummy.
Krillin, dog?" Krillin's the goat, dude. Don't fuck with Krillin.
I'm trying to think now. Oh. I mean, shit, I gotta fucking pick 2 in a row. I'm just gonna go with the most cliche for myself, and I'm saying Monkey D. Luffy.
That's solid. That's a solid pick. I'm gonna go Naruto.
I'm going Gilgamesh from the Fate series.
Interesting.
Interesting.
And then-
now you get a next pick.
Then Light from Death Note.
See, I was thinking that when I was gonna say
That's
Ichigo, but I was like,
good.
I was thinking that.
Damn it.
I was just trying to think. It was on the spot. I couldn't. That's a good.
You're
That is a
not-
good one.
No one's sick. No one. It's Bert, dog. I got Gojo, Gilgamesh, and Light. Dog. Bruh.
I think I got another one I could throw in there. Thought
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
go
my
ahead.
turn. It's my
yeah, it's
turn.
Chase's turn
I
though.
see
It's Chase's
too.
turn though.
I guess I'll just go with the generic Goku. You ain't beating Goku.
All I gotta do is this.
Gan might know who my third one is. I know Chase doesn't know. It's maybe a little controversial. Ainz from Overlord.
Tough.
That's Isekai though. It's Isekai, so it's made up. It's fake.
Okay, because a fucking dude from a different planet with a monkey tail who can power up is realistic.
Well, Isekai is literally just like it's a world inside of a real world.
Is it not an anime?
No,
was the
but
only
I'm
metric.
just saying, like,
Anime character.
I'm just saying, I'm
That
just
counts.
saying.
Anime
It counts.
counts.
Isn't
counts.
like
It's an anime character.
Isn't Overlord like a video game though?
No.
He's an anime character, though.
He's
We're
based-
talking specifics.
Yeah.
Okay, I
He's
mean
in a
that's your lineup. If you're happy with it, I'm thinking
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking I'm not gonna win because fucking Gojo is Gojo, but I mean I'm solid.
See, that's why I picked Ainz, because Ainz isn't really physically strong. He's very magically strong. And that might be able to get to Gojo.
This will be a TikTok. Vote now in the comments and see who won.
Me.
Yeah, you're losing. Like, there's no
What do
way.
you mean? Ichigo, Luffy, and Ainz? Are you kidding me? You don't even know about Luffy Gear 5.
I know about Luffy.
Untouchable.
I know
Untouchable.
Luffy is solid. That's probably your best pick. Ichigo, I get. But Overlord guy, it's just...
Gan, talk to him.
He's OP,
Talk to
bro.
him.
But
like
he's from a video... It's like saying, like, Kiriko
He's
from
from a
Sword Art
video.
Online is, like...
It's an anime character.
Is
It doesn't...
anime?
But
Is it
the world that they
anime?
live in, the world that they live in is what I'm talking about. Because
Hold
if
on,
you
Chase,
go
Chase,
out,
look at me. Look at me, Chase. Here's what we're talking about. You're moving. You're
Yeah.
moving. You see?
That's like-
you see?
that's like
Stay here.
saying, like,
Stay here.
Shield Hero.
Fucking move.
No, that's
Stay
literally
here.
just like all I have to do is unplug the video game, and I win. I could beat your character.
See, you don't even know because the
Tuck,
server for the game
what?
is already shut down and he's stuck in the video game
There's
world.
too much going on. Chase, pick your next pick.
No, we're done. It was
That was
three.
it?
Yeah,
Oh,
That was
it?
that was 3.
yeah.
Oh, I was gonna do the Lion Pride of Sin for my tank, dog. Done. You gotta-
If we're gonna do one,
undrafted
should
free
we-
agent.
let's do one more.
burnt.
Let's just add a fourth in.
Okay,
You guys are burnt.
Let's just do a fourth because I got another one.
undrafted free agent. Go.
I'm reaching back into the One Piece world. Gold Roger,
Here's what I found.
King of the Pirates.
I'm gonna go King Kaneki, Tokyo Ghoul.
And Gan said,
I forgot his name, but the Lion Pride, the Lion
Escanor.
Escanor, bruh, as my tank, bruh.
How the fuck? I don't watch the show. How do I know that?
Yeah, Escanor. That's exactly what it is.
Escanor.
Dude, you're not touching.
He's a
in
big fuck. I've seen clips. That's what it is.
He's in a front. He can drop essentially the sun, and he takes damage like crazy.
Who else? Is
I don't think you guys are being.
And then on top of that, I'm putting y'all in the infinite domain. Off rip. Gilgamesh is in the back, just standing there like this. Launching shit at y'all.
See,
from
but
every
Ainz
direction.
certainly is going to have a way to dispel his domain expansion. And in the One Piece world, strong enough Haki is able to break through anything, any power.
You could
I
just
got
talk on his
Saitama.
nuts, dog.
He can kill anything in one punch. You guys.
First off, Saitama can't reach Gojo. He's already going to get tapped there. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying he has the ability of one
If he's in
punching
the infinite
people.
domain, though, Chase,
But that one punch
then
isn't going to
he
reach
can't
Gojo.
move.
He's that
in the
one
infinite
guy
domain.
that's going to
That's
be
why.
able to punch him.
That's what. He can't reach him.
I don't
What's his battle-
understand.
what's his
Well, the
intellect?
thing
What's his
is,
battle strategy? What's his battle strategy? What's his intellect?
Punch.
He's not
punch.
He's not a strategy.
He's not.
But
Anyway,
no, okay.
He's just super strong.
Go-
like outrageously overpowered
Being
strong.
for real though, I'm seeing like current like manga panels of JJK. I'm trying not to be spoil-esque, but like I see Gojo with like cuts and shit all over him. He's like getting cut up, like so.
Probably
Is
when he fights his equal.
Sukuna?
What's that dude's name? Not Sukuna.
Oh.
The
the
he can create curses. What's his name?
it's-
Toji or
It's
whatever?
like
Tojo?
Gino. I think like Gino or
I don't know.
Trey would
no,
know,
hold on,
dude.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Trey would know.
Get Trey on the phone right now. I'm just kidding. But eventually,
He's from the movie.
he.
Oh, he's from the movie?
Yeah, he's the main
He's from
bad
the
guy,
movie.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw the movie. I gotta go watch that.
It's still on Crunchyroll. Me and Shiloh loved it. That made Shiloh want to watch JJK.
JJK is
Oh,
so
actually,
good. Bro.
we're not big enough, so I can say this. If you don't have Crunchyroll, Zoro.to.
Oh,
All
yeah.
the anime you'll ever need.
Yeah.
See, I'm on the side that like you gotta support, the animators.
Support who?
The animators who
Support the same
support the
guys that
animators.
charge
And the voice
$50
actors.
for a signature. Those
Not
same
the
guys?
That's the voice actors.
Yeah, that's the voice actors, not the animators. The animators are getting worked to the bone. Shout out Mappa, dude. They're fucking grinding those people into the ground, man.
But it looks amazing. You
It
guys
just
are
like
looks
your team.
amazing.
Chase, just like your team would get grinded into the ground.
I feel like we're just missing a step here.
No, your team is missing a step. You're trying to go at
I'm
Gojo
going-
with physical strength. That's why you
you're
have
talking,
Ainz.
You're talking
You have
about
to
this
attack
guy
them with
who's in
magic.
a video game. I can
He's an
just
anime character, it doesn't matter.
unplug the server, bro.
The server's already shut off in the anime. That's why he's stuck
How about this?
in his character's
Even
body.
more so, all these
Does
characters
anything-
take place in the Overlord world? That's the map. That's the map we're playing on.
Okay. All right.
We're
all
all
right.
transported into the Overlord world. No preconceived knowledge of other enemies. R.I.P.
Well, does this mean
Not-
we're giving
all right.
we're giving Adrian home field advantage here? This is not fair.
No, all right. Just for fairness' sake, they're all put into one world where they all exist and can fight. That this world does not belong to any of those animes. It's just a random
Gilga-
space where they can fight.
If Gilgamesh and Gojo devised a plan, you're talking Gilgamesh. You were talking about strategy? This dude knows what's going on. Then Gojo, who's enlightened. That's essentially what happens to Gojo. He becomes enlightened. And then, wait, who's my third? Then I got Light. Oh, bro. Yeah, actually, I forgot about that one
Well,
for a second.
first off, you said no, pre-knowledge of characters. Light's pretty much useless if he doesn't know their names. So if he doesn't know who these people are, he's just
He
gonna
doesn't
stand there
know
with a book.
Goku's name.
Luffy's gonna punch him once in the face because he's an enemy.
Luffy says his name before he fights just about anybody. I'm Luffy the Monkey, king of the pirates.
Write that down. Write that down.
Well, got one.
Shit.
King of the pirates.
Who are you supposed to be? My name is Monkey D. Luffy. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. So lights in the corner. Monkey D. Luffy. Just- That's one down.
There goes like probably one of your strongest characters too.
Well, no. That's why I also said Gold Roger, king of the pirates. Gold Roger's. I mean, he might announce his name too. Shit.
Yeah.
I'll
Picked
say,
idiot. I did. No, Gold Roger's not an
and
idiot though.
I'll put out the lion sin of pride, so that he goes out there and he starts egging them on, because that's what Escanor. That's all he does is talk shit the entire time. So
He's like, "You
Escanor's
are
out
a
there
worthy
just
challenge. Give me your
Yeah.
name, opponent."
See, that's why I have. That's why I have Ainz, because Ainz is so narcissistic as a character that he wouldn't even be affected by Escanor's taunts. He'd just be like, "I've
That's
got
true.
99th level magic."
That's true, because he even does that by switching to melee class.
But
Let Ainz take off one of his rings. Game
Oh,
over.
yeah.
would it count though if Goku's like, "Hey, I'm Goku," but his real name's Kakarot?
I don't think nicknames work for the Death Note, so that would be. My name is Goku.
Oh, yeah. And then some
Vegeta's
random
watch-
alien on a
Vegeta's-
planet.
No, Vegeta's
Vegeta's
watching.
in the corner. Shut
Go,
up,
Kakarot!
Kakarot.
Write that down. Write that down.
Go, Kakarot!
No, you're dead, Kakarot. But yeah, we're at time. How you guys feeling?
Feeling
I honestly feel kind of dumb for picking Luffy because he really is gonna just announce his name in front of Lay.
Hey, you want to team up and just get the weakest team on out of competition?
Weakest.
Why would I do that when I'm guaranteed dub?
You're not guaranteed dub.
I'm guaranteed.
Let Ainz take off all of his rings, and nobody is
But
getting.
is he taking on Gilgamesh, Gojo?
We need it. We need
What's Gilgamesh's defense against magic?
High as ass.
What's his
He's
defense
like
against a
taking-
Bankai?
He's taking on historical casters that are OP, and he's just sitting back there like this, floating in the sky.
How is Gilgamesh going to defend against Haki?
Luffy's already dead.
Gold
Luffy's
Roger.
already dead. Huh?
Gold Roger. He doesn't even have.
He
a
still
double.
he has he
Can't
still
throw him
has
in the water.
Gojo. He still has.
That's why I have Ainz. Ainz is going to isolate Gojo, and they'll be stuck in a battle. between
Unless
the two of them.
Luffy is like real confident about his team too.
Oh, he always is. That's the one that Luffy is very much a wild card because Luffy's not going to follow any plan. He's just going to straight up start fighting whoever.
And he could be like, Gold, help me.
Ah, but his name's not Gold. Goldie Roger, but they call him Gold
These
Roger.
nuts, fool. You're done.
I mean, we'll let the people decide for sure.
Yeah, and you can find us on all streaming platforms. I'm talking Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, especially the YouTube. You can also subscribe to our Patreon for only $3 a month.
only $3.
month, baby.
Only $3 indeed.
Only $3 a month, baby.
And you can find our next caller. You can find Death Our Friend. And there's more shows coming. We got it all in the works. Is that it? I feel like I'm missing something.
Next episode is 100. So
Next episode
stay
is
tuned.
100.
We got some big stuff in store for you guys. We got a lot of amazing content coming out. We're really plugging away. Getting excited. We're gonna be introducing maybe some new cast. But yeah, I mean
Some new ass on the show.
that too for sure, 100%. Subscribe to the OnlyFans. Yeah, that. But
Yeah.
I don't really have anything. I just want to say thank you guys for being along for the ride for 100, almost 100 episodes. You know, it's been a journey. 2 years in the making, 2.5. Want to thank Gannon for sticking around and just plugging away with us, and Adrian for coming along eventually as well. I mean, you guys are definitely the highlight of my week. You know,
Are we the wind beneath your sails?
I wouldn't say that, but
Stop
You
making
guys are
pirate
definitely-
references. Get out.
yeah, seriously, God, the Titanic sank,
And the Titan.
and the Titan. But yeah, what you guys got? Anything you want to add?
Did you have anything, Dan?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, just thank you guys for, keeping them pushing for the 70-something episodes they did before I came along, and giving us moderately good reception. Obviously next week, 100 episodes. Definitely gonna have an announcement. I'm gonna have that pre-prepared, so it's already ready to go by the time we record episode 100. And I'm gonna announce the webcomic that I'm creating. I'm just gonna give some.
Did you just announce it
general
right
details.
now?
No, we've talked about.
Did you just kind of talk about it?
No, you've announced it. You've said it like webcomic before. You said it's happening.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I also announced what we were gonna do in a podcast before this too. I said the name.
We're a week away. I don't care if I tell them now it's a webcomic. Episode 100. There's
Yeah.
gonna be I'm gonna have full. Not. Yeah, I'm just gonna have the full details as much as I can give away without spoiling the story, and just Yeah, I do have chapter 1 written out. I just have to get the rough draft just so I can send that to our editor, Chase, for him to actually do it. But yeah. So that's gonna come next week. I think that's about all I got, I guess.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you guys for everything. shout out to you guys on the YouTubes and all the socials. That's all the time we have for this week's episode 99, 1 week away. My name is Adrian.
And I'm Chase.
And I was Em and will always be Gannon. Peace.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out, guys.
Bye-bye.